Zodiac signs with powerful spiritual strength. There are people whose inner strength needs no proof. Their presence is felt, like thunder before a storm, like calm before a battle. They don't talk about strength of spirit. They breathe it. In the most difficult moments, it is these people who remain standing when others have already fallen. They are not broken by loss, nor are they thrown off course by doubt, because their will is stronger than circumstances. And among all the signs of the zodiac, there are those to whom the universe has given true armor of spirit that cannot be destroyed. In this video, I will reveal who is capable of weathering the storm and remaining intact, who never gives up, even when the world around them is fading. Watch carefully. Perhaps your sign has the unshakable strength that others only dream of. Support the channel, subscribe now, and click the bell. There will be even more discoveries to help you recognize your own energy and reveal what makes you stronger than fate. The first sign is Leo. Leo has always stood out from the crowd with their inner strength and ability to overcome any circumstances that force them to make a choice. Now, their strength of spirit is manifested in their ability to simultaneously control their emotions and thoughts, shaping their own reality based on determination and deep self-discipline. This period will bring situations in which Leo will test his belief in his own strength, but he will be able to use each challenge as a catalyst for inner growth. His energy field is so powerful that those around him feel its influence without words. Even those who are not personally acquainted with Leo intuitively respond to his presence. Leo's focus now shifts to maximizing the concentration of resources. He combines the power of mind and body, makes decisions quickly but thoughtfully, and is able to avoid manipulation and unnecessary conflicts. His strength of spirit manifests itself in his ability to maintain inner balance, even in chaotic conditions, transforming stress into productive energy. Every decision he makes has the potential to change his life path in a profound and fundamental way. Awareness of his own value becomes especially important. Leo feels that his talent, ability to inspire and lead others, not only helps them, but also shapes his own unshakable position in the world. He begins to clearly define what is essential to him and what can be left behind, which allows him to avoid wasting energy on unnecessary things. Leo's environment reflects his inner state. The clearer and more focused his intentions are, the more organically events unfold. From now on, Leo becomes a magnet for opportunities. People and circumstances that previously seemed random begin to work in his favor. His ability to think strategically and his determination generate a powerful flow of results that are immediately noticeable in the material sphere and in personal development. It is important that they do not lose focus and do not succumb to superficial emotions, because it is through concentration on the essential that the true power of their spirit manifests itself. This period highlights Leo's ability to transform any obstacles into a fulcrum. His strength of spirit is not a demonstration of power, but a deep awareness of his own destiny and ability to influence the world through thoughtful actions. Leo understands that his energy is a resource that can be directed toward creating concrete results rather than futile confrontation. The decisions he makes now lay the foundation for long-term changes that will affect all areas of life. In his relationships with others, Leo shows rare sensitivity. His strength of spirit now works through empathy and the ability to read people's true motives. He does not need external approval, because inner self-sufficiency becomes a key factor that allows him to lead and inspire others without conflict and tension. Leo's influence is now more subtle but powerful. He can change the course of events through his own steadfastness and calm determination. This period opens up new horizons for Leo in the financial and professional spheres. His strategic determination and ability to see the big picture allow him to make choices that bring stability and development. He becomes a master of concentrating resources and using them effectively, creating opportunities that others are unable to recognize. Leo receives confirmation that his inner strength and discipline are the keys to material and spiritual success. Right now, Leo is able to feel the full synergy of his abilities. His strength of spirit becomes a tool for achieving meaningful results that can change his life in the long term. Inner confidence, strategic thinking, empathy, and focus on the essentials form an unshakable foundation on which Leo builds his own reality. His energy is not depleted, but multiplied through decisive, conscious actions, transforming any circumstances into a resource for growth and self-realization. The second sign is Virgo. Virgo is currently undergoing a phase of deep inner cleansing and strengthening of its own spirit power. It is capable of analyzing circumstances with incredible accuracy, noticing details that others miss, and using this information to form strategic decisions. Today, her spirit power manifests itself through her ability to separate the essential from the secondary, bringing order to chaos and finding the shortest paths to the desired results. Virgo's inner discipline becomes a tool that allows her to transform complex circumstances into understandable and manageable processes. Her energy field is so clear that every word and every step Virgo takes resonates with her surroundings. She is able to influence events not through loud actions, but through precise, thoughtful steps that change the trajectory of situations. Those around her feel her power on a subconscious level. Virgo becomes the fulcrum that stabilizes unstable processes, helping others find balance and confidence in their actions. Today, it is especially important for Virgo not to be distracted by trifles, but to direct her energy towards strategically important tasks. Each of her choices and decisions has the potential to create systemic changes in all areas of life. Her strength of spirit is manifested not only in her understanding of situations, but also in her ability to foresee the consequences of her own actions, consider various scenarios, and choose the optimal path. Virgo now feels a special clarity in communicating with those around her. Her words and actions are capable of persuading, inspiring, and guiding people without pressure or manipulation. She intuitively determines who can be trusted and where caution is needed. Her inner self-sufficiency makes her a magnet for those seeking stability, reliability, and accuracy. Virgo is able to transform the flow of information into practical solutions that deliver concrete results. A special feature of this period is Virgo's ability to find resources where others see scarcity. She knows how to focus her energy on what really works, discarding everything that is secondary. This allows her not only to achieve material results, but also to strengthen her inner harmony and feel in control of her own life. Virgo becomes the architect of her environment, shaping the circumstances around her so that they work to her advantage. Her strength of spirit is also manifested in her ability to maintain a balance between her inner world and external challenges. Virgo does not succumb to emotional storms and does not react impulsively. She calmly assesses situations, identifies risks and potential benefits, and it is this deliberateness that creates a solid foundation for achieving great goals. Her concentration and precision allow her to exceed the expectations of even those who initially doubted her abilities. This period opens up new horizons for Virgo in her professional life and personal relationships. Her ability to analyze and predict the actions of others gives her a unique advantage. She can choose partners, circumstances, and projects that best match her ambitions and values. Her inner strength allows her to remain independent, resist provocation, and at the same time create strong alliances that work to mutual benefit. Virgo is able to see patterns that others miss and turn them into practical strategies. She understands that true strength of spirit manifests itself through constant improvement, attention to detail, and the ability to act systematically. Her inner potential is now maximally activated, and every step, thought out and conscious, creates an avalanche effect that changes the situation in Virgo's favor. Now, Virgo feels a powerful increase in influence on her environment. Her strength of spirit does not need demonstrations. It works quietly, accurately, and effectively. The ability to transform information into real action, focus on the essentials, and balance the internal and external. All this makes Virgo a key figure in processes where accuracy, stability, and results are important. Every day brings opportunities to strengthen her position and feel that her inner strength is creating concrete, tangible changes in her life. The third sign is Capricorn. Capricorn is now on the verge of a powerful transformation, where its strength of spirit becomes a key resource for achieving stability and control over circumstances. Its inner core allows it to remain unbreakable in the face of adversity, turning difficult situations into opportunities for growth. Every step Capricorn takes requires concentration and attention to detail, and it is able to use its own endurance as a tool that opens up new perspectives. This period demonstrates its ability to see the big picture where others lose their bearings and turn plans into real results. His strength of spirit manifests itself through discipline and consistency. Capricorn is able to make plans that take into account future risks and prospects and implement them with maximum efficiency. Inner concentration allows him not to be distracted by trifles, avoid impulsive decisions, and act with cold precision. Those around him feel his influence, intuitively adjusting to his rhythm and accepting his decisions as authoritative and well-founded. At this time, Capricorn is able to mobilize his own resources without losing his inner harmony. His strength of spirit manifests itself in his ability to exercise self-control, which translates into effective action. He is able to see not only the obvious paths, but also the hidden opportunities, and this is what allows him to gain an advantage in any situation. Capricorn acts as a strategist. Each of his steps is logical, deliberate, and as productive as possible. From now on, Capricorn focuses on what really matters and cuts out everything secondary. His inner strength provides stability even in difficult conditions, helps him resist external pressure and maintain control over the situation. This is a time when his ability to plan and predict becomes extremely important for achieving material success and personal development. Capricorn shows rare steadfastness in relationships with others. They clearly understand who can be trusted and who is better not to reveal their inner resources to. Their strength of spirit manifests itself in the ability to objectively assess people, situations, and their own emotions. They are able to act without unnecessary emotions, guided by logic and common sense, and this is what allows them to avoid mistakes and save energy for the most important things. Capricorn's ability to focus on long-term goals plays a special role now. He feels the power of inner vision, which helps him build a foundation for stability and success for many years to come. His inner concentration and ability to see patterns form a powerful stream of results that are not always immediately apparent, but have a significant and long-term impact. Capricorn is now becoming a center of power for those around them. Their logic, discipline, and inner composure create an influence that is noticeable to everyone. Their decisions become a benchmark for others, and their ability to foresee the consequences of their actions makes them a reliable partner in all areas of life. Capricorn's strength of spirit is manifested not through a demonstration of power, but through organization, the ability to set priorities, and a constant striving for results. Now, Capricorn is able to use any resource as effectively as possible. His mind, discipline, and composure allow him to turn difficult circumstances into an advantage. He knows how to structure his own life so that each step brings a specific result and consolidates what has been achieved. Their energy is stable and focused, and their inner potential is active, ensuring their ability to influence any processes around them. This time opens up opportunities for Capricorns to strengthen their position in their professional and personal lives. Their strength of spirit manifests itself through strategy, discipline, and focus on the essential rather than the superficial. Each step, well thought out and conscious, strengthens his position and forms the basis for long-term success. Capricorn feels that his inner resources are the key to creating stability and realizing his plans, and it is this strength that allows him to effectively transform circumstances for the benefit of his own development. Fourth sign, Sagittarius. Sagittarius does not seek easy paths because his strength lies not in quick victories, but in his ability to persevere when others give up. An invisible fire burns within him, which does not fade even under the pressure of doubt. This fire is his spiritual armor, thanks to which he survives storms, losses, and disappointments, remaining whole. The strength of Sagittarius's spirit is manifested not in ostentatious courage, but in the ability to get back up when everything seems to be over. His path is always full of trials, but it is in these trials that he transforms. He does not break, but hardens. When the world presses down, Sagittarius does not resist directly. He changes his angle, thinks more broadly, and sees further. He is someone who is not afraid to admit weakness in order to turn it into his advantage. Even in moments when everything is falling apart, he finds a spark of faith within himself. And this faith lifts him higher than any success. He does not tolerate lies, especially internal ones. A Sagittarius may be silent, but his gaze always sees the truth. He senses when a person is hypocritical, when a situation is artificial, and simply walks away without wasting his energy. His spirit does not recognize half measures. It is either complete devotion or nothing. That is why his path is sometimes lonely, but always genuine. He is not afraid of pain because he knows that pain is a tool for growth. His inner fire transforms fear into determination and disappointment into experience. A Sagittarius may fall, but each fall makes him stronger. He can withstand pressure that others cannot, because his faith is not in circumstances, but in meaning. He lives not for victory, but for truth, and this truth always leads him to the light. In difficult times, it is the Sagittarius who becomes a support for others. Even when he is barely holding on himself, he will find words of support and actions that inspire. His strength lies in sincerity and in simple but accurate decisions. He does not hide his emotions, but controls them. When others panic, he analyzes. When others doubt, he acts. When all seems lost, he is the one who sees the way forward. His presence has a special effect. People feel confident around him, not because he promises an easy path, but because he radiates a calm certainty that every storm will end. His strength lies not in aggression, but in his inner core. He does not allow fear to dictate terms. Even if the path is long and exhausting, Sagittarius goes to the end because he knows that true victory is overcoming oneself. He does not seek glory, but glory finds him. People often do not understand why he seems so unshakable, even though he has experienced no less than others. The secret is that Sagittarius does not cling to the past. He perceives pain as part of his development. His spirit knows no fatigue, only breaks between ascents. Even when everything seems meaningless, he remembers that every step has a purpose. He does not need proof because he knows that truth is felt with the heart, and it is this feeling that guides him through the darkness. His strength lies in the freedom to be himself, in the absence of fear of judgment. He may lose everything, but not himself. Sagittarius is an example of a person who cannot be broken. His spirit is like an arrow flying through a storm, not stopping until it reaches its goal. He does not need support because he himself is a source of light. And even when darkness surrounds him, he does not fade away. He turns into a flame that illuminates the path not only for himself, but also for others. The fifth sign of Pisces. Pisces have a power that is not visible from the outside, but it is capable of changing destinies. It is an inner endurance that comes from the depths of feelings, from the ability to feel pain and still move forward. No one knows better than they do what it is like to live on the edge between faith and disappointment, between dreams and reality. But it is in this delicate balance that Pisces find themselves. Their strength of spirit lies not in loud actions, but in their ability to remain gentle when the world becomes cruel. They are not visible in the front lines, but when darkness falls, it is Pisces who carry the light. They do not fight directly. They transform energy, fear into calm, loss into understanding, pain into wisdom. Their ability to experience emotions more deeply than others is not a weakness, but armor that makes them unshakable. Because by feeling everyone's pain, they understand the main thing: everything passes. And this knowledge gives them a peace that no storm can destroy. Pisces never seek revenge, never strive to prove themselves right. Their mission is to survive while remaining kind. When others become harsher from life, they become even softer, and it is in this paradox that their strength lies. For them, softness is not a weakness, but a form of control. When the world screams, Pisces remain silent, and in this silence, determination is born. They are not afraid of change because they understand that everything that happens is part of the journey. Pisces are able to rise from any fall because for them, even defeat is an experience that prepares them for a new cycle. They do not lose faith in people, even if they betray them. They have an amazing quality. They do not hold grudges, because they know that evil devours the soul, while goodness revives it. When the time comes to act, Pisces do not rush. They move quietly but confidently. They hear the world as if it were speaking only to them. Their decisions seem intuitive, but in reality, they are based on a deep understanding of the laws of life. They do not doubt the correctness of their path, even if others call them naive. This is where their steadfastness lies, in following their own path without losing themselves. The strength of Pisces' spirit manifests itself when they are faced with trials. They do not rebel against fate, but accept it, dissolve it within themselves, and transform it into peace. They are able to endure pain that would break others because their spirit is as flexible as water. Water does not resist, but it washes away everything in its path. So do Pisces. They seem quiet, but they have the hidden power of the elements. Their presence is calming. Chaos disappears around them because they carry the energy of harmony. Even in the most difficult moments, they remain the center of balance. If the world falls, Pisces are the ones who will help others get back up. They do not ask for gratitude because their main reward is knowing that they did the right thing. They do not need external proof of their strength. It lives within them, in their ability to forgive, understand, wait, and love unconditionally. This strength is not ostentatious, but unbreakable. Pisces go through pain not to suffer, but to become a source of light for those who are lost. Their spirit is like the ocean, deep, calm, and all-powerful. It does not need noise, because true power does not shout. Pisces endure the blows of fate, smile through tears, and continue to move forward, because they know that even in the darkness, you can find your way if your heart has not lost its light. It is this light that makes them invincible.